I just wanna have fun. Come and pick me up, meet me at the spot. Up all night till the sunrise. Pop back cool, get ready for the ride. Don't it feel good? Don't it feel good?
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Drop a voicemail, folks. 804-592-6160. I want to hear from you. Take a true vacation. You deserve it. You deserve it. Gabagool.
Working for too long, gotta keep back. Turn my cell phone off, wait till I get back. Ooh, yeah, this that. Living my life with no regrets. So I title, pull up on me. We did chillin'. At the spot. What time? Anytime. Pull up on me. We did coolin'. Chill spot, party time. I just wanna have fun. Come and pick me up, meet me at the spot. Up all night till the sunrise. Pop back cool, get ready for the ride. Don't it feel good? Don't it feel good? Don't it feel?
Oh, yeah, baby. We got a W. We actually won a game again. 2 in a row. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. What is going on, everybody? Smacky that likey. Oh, you better hitty that damn subby, folks. The Yankees have won 2 games in a row. What are you doing, Ove? What are you doing, Ove? If you're not that happy that the Yankees have won 2 in a row, that's how it goes. But good morning, everybody. I got my
cup of coffee in the big time, yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
Folks, sad story, man. It's just not that good. So I had to leave the house early this morning to get a few things done real quick, right? I told you guys yesterday Mr. Coffee is dead. I knew I had all rise this morning, so I don't want to run out and go get a Mr. Coffee and do all this stuff. I needed a cup of coffee so badly. I went through a McDonald's drive-thru and I got a cup of coffee in the big time. And let me tell you something. Like drinking mud. But it's going to do. It's going to do. It's like drinking a glass of mud over here is what I'm doing. It's unbelievable. I don't even feel like Pete today. I don't feel like Pete. I don't even know what it is. I feel more like Pat than Pete. Take away the E. That's what I feel like. I don't feel like myself right now. But it's okay because you guys are going to do a lot of the talking today, not me. But let's go ahead and start the show as we always do. Taking a look at this right here. The New York Yankees are still in second place. I know, everybody. Come on. I don't want to get agita this morning by looking at this thing, but we got to do it. It's part of the show. It's part of the program. You got to take a look at it, all right? 54-38. You see the Toronto Blue Jays sitting on top. of the AL East. Yeah, we know it. I guess I got to say it, right? Why the hell not? They've won 10 games in a row. Over their last 10, the Yankees are 3-7. So are the Tampa Bay Rays, also sitting at 3-7. The Rays kind of have fallen apart a bit as they've gotten really hot. But that team is never truly out of things. And you see the Yankees there trying to make a bit of a little bounce back here now. We've won 2 in a row. Yes, indeed, folks. That is good, ladies and gentlemen. We can celebrate that. Never thought there'd be times in the season where I celebrate 2 wins in a row, but here we are because the Yankees have sucked ass for quite some time. Winning 2 in a row makes you pretty damn excited, actually. But the good news is, and here's the way you got to look at this, right? Out of all the anger that we've had over the last, couple of weeks, the whole month plus is the beginning of June, really, that we've been angry and, kind of begging the Yankees to make some changes and all the crazy stuff that we've been doing. The Yankees have finally, by the way, kind of woke up on the right side of the bed and said, Jazz is a second baseman. Let's put him at second base. They finally decided that that was probably the smart thing to do after all this time. I guess when you have Ben Verlander calling you out, you're probably on the wrong side of history here. And the Yankees finally decided, yes, let's go ahead and make that change and move on from Jazz at third, put him at second base, and just leave it alone, and that's it. They finally decided to do that. But here's the good news for the Yankees and Yankee fans in general, and for what I do here at the U and what Francis, Kev, Jira, what we all do here. The All-Star break is Tuesday. Monday. Monday, the All-Star break starts and the Yankees can sit back and breathe. Here's what I want the Yankees to do. I want them to go bare minimum 4-2 on this homestand. They've started 1-0. Go 4-2 by some miracle. Figure it out and get there. And be 4-2. Take your time off. Heal up. Get these guys healed. Rest your arms up. And come right out of that All-Star break ready to play ball. And Brian Cashman ready to deal some cards out there and make some moves. King Dre with the super chat.
Thank you for being a friend.
Pete, good morning, brother. Sorry for my horrible voice message. I had a loss of what I wanted to say, but I did leave you a question. If it gets played, it will certainly get played, brother. I'm going to play as many of these as I can today. We got a lot this morning, but again, I want you guys to talk. I'm going to give my notes here, stuff that I have for you all. And then you guys are going to take over this show because then I'll answer whatever questions you have and whatnot. But we know the 24-hour stream is this month, and we know what that means. That means it's deadline time. Now, this is going to be intriguing because this Yankee team really has to go for it. Somebody asked me this yesterday when it came to the whole Michael K stuff and what Michael K put out there. And look, they're all running cover. They're all running cover for the Yankees. And it's amazing to me that any of this is controversial. It's almost sad that this stuff has become controversial when it's really not. He said yesterday, and I don't want to go over the whole thing. I was going to make a whole reaction video, and I said, you know what? Why? It's just more of the same. It's proven the point of why NYU is growing the way it is. People are fed up of being told you're a fan and you're bad and you're the problem. People are tired of hearing this. So I don't even have the time. I don't want to respond to it. There's some things that people have sent me that I could touch on real briefly, but I said I'm not going to waste my time making a whole video on Michael K, which, come on, man, at this point, why even do it? He mentioned that fans have lost their way because they don't realize that the World Series was an accomplishment. No, Michael, you're wrong. Nobody's ever said that the World Series is not an accomplishment. We pat the Yankees on the back for that. All we simply said was it was a failed season because it wasn't the ultimate goal. They didn't win. What is so hard? How far has this organization and people within it have lost their way that they can't recognize that. Nobody's saying, I don't think that's saying anything crazy. It's an accomplishment. You went to the World Series. Only 2 teams do. That is awesome. Is it a winning year? No. Is it something you brag about going forward? No, you're the Yankees. No. Now, if the Pirates went to the World Series, you go, damn, they exceeded expectations. But not the New York Yankees. So why is this so difficult? And why is there so many people that are quick to defend this? It's unbelievable to me that we've entered a time where he even said the Yankees need to get rid of World Series or bust. Get rid of it. Dump it away. Say enough is enough. The most insane shit I've ever heard in my life. Because if I was Hal Steinbrenner and I ran this club, I'd come out and say, let me tell you something, Michael, and anybody else, which Hal would never do this. I have over $300 million invested in this club with contracts. It better be World Series or bust. If not, we got problems. And that's part of where the issue is that does Hal really care enough? I don't think so. But anyway, I'm not going to go off on a rabbit hole on this and talk about it. I don't want to do that. But I do want to talk about a couple of other things, but I am going to start with voicemails. Again, guys, 804-592-6160. Let's get it, baby.
Hey, Pete.
What's up, brother?
What's going on, my guy?
What's up, man?
I just wanted to talk about the Yankees really only have to get 4 players, right? 2 bullpen, maybe a starter, and a third baseman. So if the Yankees can somehow, and I'm not saying that it will happen, just swing a trade Arizona for Gallen and Suarez, you're going to be hurting prospects-wise. Probably going to take a Spencer Jones, probably another high-end, maybe Lombard. I don't want to trade Lombard, but you do that deal, you really only need 2 relievers. I think it makes the most sense, and I would be cool with Fried, Rodon, Gallen in the playoffs. I mean, that's half the moose cash we need to make. What do you think? What do you think, Tito? But
I always, it's not that I hate talking about trades. I obviously love talking about trades, but Zach Gallen is pitching to a 5.15 ERA, and I have been a fan of Zach Gallen for quite some time, actually a pretty long time. I've been a fan of Zach Gallen, but I think people got to remember 1 or 2 things here. I believe I could be mistaken here. I don't think I am. I'm pretty sure Zach Gallen is going to be a free agent. Gino Suarez is going to be a free agent. If you think Brian Cashman is giving up George Lombard, Spencer Jones, or whatever for that, that ain't happening. It's not going to happen. And I'll be honest with you, nor should he in that type of deal. There's no reason you would do that. I understand why everybody's looking at starting pitching now, and rightfully so. You probably should. There was a point here where I wasn't really considering starting pitching because I said, look, you got 3 good ones already. Louis Heel could come back. I don't think that's your main area of focus. Right now, you probably do got to add somebody. Now, do you simply just believe that Will Warren is going to keep better? Maybe the starting pitcher today, Cam Schlittler, who I'll talk about here momentarily, is going to be able to stay in the rotation and pitch really good. Does Brandon Beck have a chance of coming up and pitching really good? Do you want those guys pitching big postseason games? The answer to that probably would be no. Not as a number 3, but, maybe somebody that come out of the bullpen and help. But it'll be interesting to see what the Yankees do because I don't know if anybody's going to be dangling any starters out there that are cost controlled. What I mean by that is maybe have a few years attached and aren't expensive. For a Spencer Jones, I could see something like that happening. If it's a starter, maybe with 3 years left, 2 years left, 2.5 years left. 2 years and 2 months, I guess it would be. But if you get something like that, maybe you dangle Spencer Jones in a deal like that. But I don't know what's going to be available out there. I don't know what the names are. I don't know who the players are. I don't know what Brian Cashman is actually working on. But it's as clear as day to need bullpen help. I mean, this bullpen now is a wreck. You got your 7, 8, and 9 now probably having to be Tim Hill, Weaver, and Devin Williams. And let me tell you right now, if you don't have the lead by then and your starter gives you 5, for the Yankees to throw up zeros, you're probably looking at miracles those days because the bullpen is not cute right now. You need Fernando Cruz back as soon as possible. They probably do need to add 2 bullpen arms, bare minimum, to this club. So, and that's the reason why, if you guys remember, I was saying I don't know if you need a starter. Clark Schmidt's injury really sucks and it really hurts. And I can show you guys some of Zach Gallen's numbers here real quick. Not cute. As you guys can see, it just has not been good at all. He hasn't had a good season at all. I'd almost rather take the risk on Sandy than I would with him, to be honest, right now. But because the problem with Sandy is Sandy's just had horrible command. His control's been all over the place, and that's a common thing with surgeries. So if he ever pieces it together, I think he could be all right. But when Clark Schmidt got hurt, if you guys remember before that, I was telling you guys that I really liked the idea of Cam Schlittler potentially going to the bullpen to finish the year because the guy throws 99 miles an hour. He could probably top out at 100 coming out of the bullpen. And that's somebody right there that maybe could just, hey, throw gas, let it loose for an inning. And that's what we need. We need you to put guys away. We don't got to go back-to-back games until the World Series or the playoffs start. But we just need you to put guys away, and that's it. And if a guy like Cam Schlittler could have done that, I think it made Cashman's job easier. But with the injury to Clark Schmidt, I think it makes it a whole lot tougher. We got a super chat and hey, keep on loving me. I remember what I wanted to ask. First caller helped me remember, so thanks to him. Would you give up George? I think we won't, but who knows? George Lombard, look, everybody knows Pete Simonetti, right? I am somebody who I leave it all on the table. I don't believe in saying somebody's untouchable. I don't believe in that. And everybody knows there's a lot of prospects on this team I love. There's a lot of players on this team I love. Look, Spencer Jones is having a way better year. You got a lot of people that are very much believing in the Spencer Jones hype now. God bless you. Look, I'm very, very happy about the season that he's had and what he's, he got promoted to AAA and he's gone off, which I feel like was actually very expected that he would. But nobody's off the table to me. I've seen people say you can't deal Jones, you can't deal Arias, you can't deal Lombard, you can't. I'm like, whoa. Wait a second here. I would have everybody on the table and just see what's available. Now, does that mean I trade George Lombard? No. Unless it's the right deal. Unless there's something crazy that came by and I go, I don't want to miss this up. And then maybe you do. But I will leave everything on the table. Do I expect George Lombard to be traded or should he? No. I don't think he should. I don't think he will be traded by Brian Cashman. They're kind of shaping George Lombard up to really be the next big thing for the New York Yankees. And to be fair, rightfully so. They should.
Hey, Pete. What's going on, my guy? I just wanted to talk about the Yankees really only have to make.
Wait, it's the same one. Whoops, my bad, guys. I was replaying the same one I already did. There we go.
You recorded.
Hey, Big Macho King in the house. How you doing? To the underground, yeah. Well, the Yankees are still searching for their identity in 2025, and the talking heads are stumbling out of their comas, saying stuff that the New York Yankees underground has been saying for years, that this team needs accountability. And I'm pulling that old Michael K. As you said, making the World Series is an accomplishment, and technically it is. But winning is what matters the most. And Yankees fans want to win every year. And don't accept losing, because if we did, then we'd be Mets fans. Dig it! Those that think that Andy Volpe is too special to go back down to the minor leagues, you could stick it! Because there was a guy you might remember named Mickey Mantle who got sent down to work on his stuff, you dig? And all it takes is intestinal fortitude, yeah! And I want to give a special shout out to Mom Simonetti. I hope you had a very happy and healthy 70th birthday. Oh, into the break strong. It's damn macho. Ooh, yeah. Macho.
Oh man, I love it. I love every second of Macho, man. He's great. He is great, man. I always say it. Amazing family, amazing guy. A lot of you may be meeting Mach and a lot of you guys for the first time September 6th. NYU Day. We're playing Toronto. I originally booked that. I go, who cares? It ain't going to be a big series. Let's get that one in. Come to find out, could be the Battle of the East. Just saying. Could very well be the Battle of the East. Macho mentioned Anthony Volpe, and look, guys, I know. Everybody is beating up on Tony V. Everybody is beating up on Anthony Volpe, right? As this stupid, my goodness, this damn wire. I'm gonna have to hit the wire. What the hell's going on over here? Going in and out. They're trying to stop me. But everybody's beating up on Anthony Volpe, and I get it, and I understand it. I should have gave Michael this bat. Mr. Volpe, next time call me up early, brother. I'll drop this baby off for you, all right? But he's struggling bad, man. He's struggling really, really bad. And you know, I don't know at this point if this is now becoming a real mental thing with him. It's really, really a problem. Anthony Volpe, over his last 30 games, is hitting 173, a 243 on base percentage, a 317 slugging. On the season now, Anthony is hitting 217 with a 293 on base percentage and a 686 OPS. The scary thing about this is it's going right back to what his averages have been every year. And that is really, really scary. There was a point here where, you know, last season Volpe hit 243. If he had a 725, 730 OPS, nobody would be upset. So here's the thing that got me really aggravated yesterday, by the way. Aaron Boone blamed the fans. And this is such a problem for this fan base and what they do day in and day out. They continue to blame fans. And to me, it's wild to me. I don't understand it. I don't get it. It's so crazy to me. Well, the fans have this expectation. No, you guys set this expectation. Because I'm on record of before Anthony Volpe took a swing in the major leagues. Give me 240. Give me 240. Stop blaming the fan base. I don't know why they think this makes sense. Michael Kay does it. He blames the fans, the fans. Aaron Boone now said, well, the fans' expectation. No. It was your guys' expectations. Stop blaming us. Stop blaming fans for the shit that you guys do. But as I believe that was Guy that said that in chat, give me 240. Problem is, he hasn't been able to. Last year he gave 243, but a 657 OPS. And that's my thing with Anthony Volpe is, I mean, my expectations have never been gigantic. 740, 725, 240, 725, 730. It's not insane. That's not crazy. There's multiple shortstops that are doing that. So, you know, I just wanted to bring up Volpe there for a second because Macho brought him up in the voicemail. And, you know, I know a lot of people are beating him up. And rightfully so. Rightfully so.
All rise. Pete, Jira, Fam, and Mom Zimonetti. Happy belated birthday, sweetheart. I know I said it in the chat, but I want to say it personally. Have a great week. Pete, it's time for the Yankees now to win out. Rinse and repeat, brother. Keep playing the winning song. And I have one today, Pete. Hey, baby, they're playing our song. The one they used to play when we used to get along. Hey, baby, they're playing our song.
Good, dog.
Let's get back together. That's where we belong. It's the one with the pretty melody. And it's the one that made you fall in love with me. It made us feel so groovy. We fell in love just like in the movies.
Go ahead, Dom.
Hey, baby.
Oh,
hey,
baby.
baby. They're playing our song. I'll tell you now, baby. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Pleasant memories are coming back to me. Can't you remember the way it used to be?
Oh, I
It made
remember.
us feel like dancing. It gave us time to think about romancing. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Hey, yes! Let's go, baby! Let's go! Get out!
Oh, man, that's Uncle Dom, and he said he remembers those days.
Those were the days.
Oh, you bet your ass they were, folks. You bet your ass they were. Let's keep it going.
Hey, Pete, it's Josh from Sheepshead Bay.
What's up,
All
brother?
rise and good morning to the
What's up?
NYYU family.
Yeah.
I would like to try to answer the question that you posed 2 days ago about the front office. And I think it's fairly obvious. This front office, specifically Brian Cashman and MF, need to have been gone yesterday. I think the Yankees are in a very fortunate position to have Brian Sabian and Omar Minaya take over the baseball operation side of things. And as far as the analytics department, analytics is a great tool to help a baseball team or, you know, any company that's trying to have success, any company, anything you do. It's just data. The problem is the data is being, in my opinion, interpreted incorrectly. And the communication of that data is being passed on to players in a manner of which it's not sticking. So that's my take on the front office, and I think it would better serve the team to make a change like that. And I really think the problem is Michael Fishman. That guy is just, that clip you played the other day was, I mean, you hear him talk, he don't even make sense of what he's saying. My second part of the voicemail today is in regards to trades. And I think Colorado is a obvious trade partner.
Agreed.
Given the bullpen pieces that they could probably, provide for the Yankees. Obviously, you got to give to get. But out of the following teams, what team do you think is going to be a good fit in terms of pieces coming back to the Yankees? Because I think a multiplayer deal is necessary.
Yeah.
Just given the third base need and the pitching. Pittsburgh, Arizona, Minnesota. Tell me what you think. Looking forward to Cam's debut tonight. Looking forward to Game Season Live tonight. Hey Pete, Josh from Sheepshead Bay again. I know I went over the 3 minutes, but I just got one more thing to say. To Michael K, fuck you.
Oh my goodness. Lord have mercy. So early in the morning, we got to use that language. Unbelievable. I'm one to talk. Let me just start with where you were before they're talking about who could be available. Look, I don't want to say this, but everybody kind of knows where I'm going here. The Pittsburgh Pirates have always been a Brian Cashman. Brian Cash, I need something. Let me see what the Pittsburgh Pirates got going on. Yeah, that makes sense for us. Look, man, I'll be honest with you, man. I could very well, can anybody not see this? Brian Hayes and David Bednar. Is that not like the ultimate Brian Cashman Yankee trade? And the reason I'm saying that, you mentioned those three teams, the first thing my mind goes to is Pittsburgh, because I go, that's Brian Cashman's trade partner. He loves the Pirates. That's a team he's always able to make deals with. So Brian Hayes and David Bednar, I could see. Not my number one, not something I would love to see happen, but I could certainly see that is a Brian Cashman move all friggin' day. That is 100% a Brian Cashman move, no doubt about it. That is what he does. That is all B Cash. I can see that all friggin' day, and then just say, well, you know, we're going with whatever else we have, maybe to make a minor deal after that, and that's it. But look, man, Brian Hayes is not, he's not somebody I'm jumping up and down, you know, for joy with. This is a player, again, and I'm going to pull him up here so you guys can see with me, because I've been asked about him a lot. And would he give the Yankees one of the best infield defenses in baseball? Yes. When Goldie's playing first base, Jazz at second, Volpe at short, Brian Hayes at third base, it would be, no doubt about it, one of the best defensive infields that the Yankees have had. No question at all about that. But he's hitting .240 on the season with a .288 on-base percentage, a .298 slugging. Folks, this is a singles hitter. Brian Hayes hits singles. There is not much else you're going to get from Brian Hayes in general. And again, it's not a real knock on him. Look, would I take .240? But let me tell you this. If Oswald Peraza's ass could hit .240, I'd take him all day over Brian Hayes. And that is the thing that pisses me off more than anything, is that Peraza has just gone missing when he has a golden opportunity here. If that dude could bat .235, I'd take it, because the glove is a vacuum and we already have him. And he's cheap. But he's not that guy. And Brian Hayes does have a little bit of a contract. It's not like it's a lot of money, but he could field. Everybody knows Brian Hayes can field. But do you want that? Is that what you want to go for? I don't know. You mentioned some other teams out there. I like those other moves that are available. Everybody knows I love Gino Suarez, and I know Suarez isn't this unbelievable, defender out there. But Suarez is going to be a name that a lot of teams are going to want. There's no doubt about that. There's going to be teams all over Eugenio Suarez. So we'll see where that eventually goes. But a great voicemail, a lot of good points there. Let's keep them going.
Hey, Pete, Jared, Chat, William Henry here. That great play on Sunday with Belly and Goldie was a reminder to me of how important defensive fundamentals are in baseball. And I think some smart general manager and organization is going to initiate another revolution in baseball and really start prioritizing defense and fundamentals and make a commitment to it throughout the organization. It's amazing to me that in a sport like baseball, where every team's trying to get even the slightest edge, focusing on fundamentals is the easiest and I think the most cost-effective way to do it. So I hope that happens. The second point I wanted to make is that after watching the Blue Jays play the Yankees, I'm asking, where are our role players that every great team needs? For example, last year the Dodgers had Tommy Edman. The Blue Jays have role players who, they're not great, but they fit well, like Barger and Clement. Where is our Scott Brocious? Where's our Chuck Knobloch, right? Well, to me, it was supposed to be Volpe and Peraza, but that hasn't panned out. So we need role players. We really do. We have Superhuman and Judge. We've got Goldie. We've got Belly. But we need some role players. I think we may have a better roster than the Blue Jays, but somehow the Blue Jays roster fits better together than ours at this point. Hopefully Cashman can fix it at the deadline, though I'm not that confident. Quick last point I wanted to make is I looked at the last 2 weeks of our schedule in September. We played the White Sox twice and the Orioles. So that should be some room for optimism, although you never know with this team. Take care, everybody. I'm out. Bye.
Thank you, William. I appreciate you, man. And the funny thing is with the Yankees rosters all the time is we simply just go, it doesn't make sense. there's a lot of the Yankees roster that doesn't add up and just doesn't make sense. I mean, you're looking at a team that could put, how many people at first base? 4. They got like 4 or 5 players that could play first base. You got 3 catchers potentially on the roster. You have, barely a shortstop. You got like 2 shortstops in Volpe and Peraza. One that can't hit and 2 that can't hit. And that's what it is. You got a log jam in the outfield. You got even more so when it comes to what is it? First base. The outfield's a jam. DH could be a jam. There's a lot of jams out there for the New York Yankees, and it's the way the roster's been constructed, and that is on Brian Cashman and his team. They've kind of just threw this team together, threw it all on the roster, and said, let's figure out ways to make it work. That's why you see Jazz playing third base. And you're like, why? Why is he playing third base? That's why you see guys out of position every now and then with the Yankees. Just doesn't add up and doesn't make sense. But and as William Henry said, 3 left-handed catchers at that. There you go. More of the same.
What's up, Pete?
Yo.
What's up, chat? Hope everybody's well. Pete, just a quick question, man.
What's up, man?
What do you think Boone is going to say if the American League loses the All-Star game? It was right in front of us. It was right there. Right there, right in front of us. Now, would that be something? No, but, damn, I lost my train of thought. Fuck.
That's what happens when you turn to the boonie. That's what happens when you turn to the boonie. Don't do it.
All right, whatever. Anyway, like I always say, God bless you. God bless the chat. God bless you guys as fans. And God bless America. Take care, Pete. Love you guys.
Appreciate you, man. But that's what happens when you try to be Booney. You just lose your train of thought. Never, and I mean never, never go full Aaron Boone. It's not a good idea.
Being together with friends is what I like to do. Being together with friends. Together the whole day through.
Oh, man, that Booney is something. Never go full Booney, I promise you. It's a bad idea.
Good morning, Pete. This is Bill, this is the Bocce Master calling from New Haven, Connecticut. How you doing? How you doing? Great game yesterday. I'm glad the gift from God got another home run, and I'm glad that John Carlos breaking out of his slump. Anyway, Pete, about third base, I know that they had Peraza. Do you think maybe Cabrera might be coming back pretty soon to play third base? I mean, I know he has a little pop in his bat, but I don't know if they're going to trade LeMayo. I wish they would trade LeMayo or somebody. We need a third baseman. Jazz is pretty good. I'll admit what you said. He's better at second base. I'll take my medicine on that. Well, you have a good day, Pete. Rock on. NYY in the ground forever. Smacking the leggy. Hitty the subby. And remember, Aaron Judge is a gift from God. I said, Aaron Judge is a gift from God. Before I go, Pete, I got a little joke for your friend DJ Steele, since he's so fond of telling those jokes in the book. Here's one that my friend taught me, and I don't need a book for it. Did you hear the one about Federal Express and UPS, Pete? They got tired of competing for jobs, so they decided to merge. You know what they're called now? Fed-ups. Have a good day, Pete. Bye.
That's Simon.
What's going on, Pete?
Yo.
I know we've won the last 2 games, but I do want to bring something up that I've heard from Yankees fans, or not as many Yankees fans, and that's that I do think we should sell this year for a few reasons I'd like to list. First of all, I completely agree with you and a lot of other people with the lack of urgency, Boone needing to go, but at the end of the day, like you always say also, they would just replace him with somebody else who's just like him. The franchise is incredibly stubborn, so I kind of don't even think about those things anymore. It's just how it is. You know, Cashman's not going anywhere, Boone's not going anywhere. Is what it is. So I think that we should sell, though. I think that that's like a reasonable thing for a few reasons here. So 2 of your starters obviously need Tommy John. Schmidt and your ace Cole. Cole will be back next year. Schmidt probably not. So next year you're looking better towards the end there with Cole. Bellinger and Goldschmidt have been great additions, but they're one-year rentals, and they're not enough to bring a chip to the team, not even close with how the team's constructed. And also you have no one who can really come off the bench because a lot of these guys are starters. So it creates a situation where Dominguez and Rice look like the future, but they're only playing like 3 to 4 games a week. They can't get into good rhythms, and then it looks like they're doing worse than they are, and the fans kind of hate on them. When in reality, they can't get into grooves because they're only played 3 days a week, and these guys have started their whole lives. The team just doesn't seem to have the it factor. And again, there's a lot of rookies and rentals. It feels like it's put together with like Elmer's glue and Scotch tape, in my opinion. And nothing at the deadline. No move is going to change that. Your farm system's awful. You have a bottom 5 farm system in baseball. So why not restock that at the deadline and then restart it fresh next year? Both Dominguez and Rice want starting jobs with Goldschmidt and Grisham gone. Cole's coming back. You could do some things in the off season with some money coming off the books. That's what I think we should do. I'd like to hear your take on that, Pete. I just don't think that this year is worth putting your chips in for when it's just a very weirdly built team with literally no bench players, by the way, other than Oswald Peraza, which is crazy. But yeah, I just wanted to hear your take on that, Pete. Sorry, this was a long call. Take care.
No, man, it's okay. It was a very, very good voicemail. I appreciate it. And look, I'm gonna try to be as well, not try. I'm gonna be as honest as I can be about your call there. The Yankees can't sell. And I know there's going to be a lot of people that go, Pete, come on, they can sell. And there's a lot of fans out there that believe they should. And am I saying that is the wrong opinion? No, your opinion is your opinion. If you think the Yankees should go out there and sell, they should. But the problem is with this club is that they just can't. They got to win. They got to do everything they can within these next couple of years to win. And giving away a season by saying we're going to try our best to make deals and hope it pans out for next year just isn't something they can do right now. I don't believe in that. Now, if you go back and watch Designated Spitters, me and Francis talked about a buy-sell. And I believe in a buy-sell because I also believe a buy-sell makes them a better team now, makes them a better team this season than it would, necessarily by just selling off the club and then hoping that these things pan out. I think if they were to do a buy-sell, which again is just basically, you deal from your veteran presence on your club that are taking up spots to just have regulars in the lineup day in and day out and have a better bench, maybe, free yourself up some money so maybe you can add additional players that you need. I believe in the idea of a buy-sell. I am not a believer in a full sell where you just deal these guys that are going to be available, Grisham, a Bellinger, Goldie. Because on top of that, how much impact do you think you're getting back that's going to help you next year? I mean, that's for you to answer. I don't know. I don't know if there's going to be a ton of that, but you're going to be wasting another year of Aaron Judge. And arguably his greatest offensive season that we've seen from Judge. And that's a problem, man. And that's a problem. And at the end of the day, if anybody is a letdown, Brian Cashman, this Yankees leadership, and this is funny because it goes full circle. It goes full circle. It's why I say at this point, I'm not even going to argue with people anymore that say, oh, stop with this, get rid of leadership and Brian Cashman and Boone should be fired. I don't want to hear it no more. Okay. Here's all I'm going to say is, I asked a question on Twitter. And matter of fact, I probably should bring that up and read some of the answers because there was actually a lot of really good ones. So let me pull this up real quick as we get into some more voicemails and see. I haven't read all of them. There's a shit ton of comments under this. Let me see. Let's see where we are. So I said, serious question for Yankee fans. I think we all want the Yankees to win a chip this season and every season if possible, no matter who is at the helm of leadership. My question is, and this is my new question, this is a question to Michael K. This is a question to anybody that supports this leadership and says enough is enough. It's always the players. How long are you willing to go with the leadership group without winning a World Series? And I'll even pose that question to you all. So let me put it on the screen real quick so you guys can see it. Very simple, right? Got a lot of responses. How long are you willing to go with the leadership group without winning a World Series? I think this is a very simple question, and it's something that I'm going to just start asking all the time now. How long are you going to go? How many years is enough? How many years is enough? For these people that just want to defend and defend and defend, let's say, under Aaron Boone, they go 9-10 years, no chip. You're not done? You just leave him there because, well, I like him. I think he's good. Why change? We have winning seasons. Why would we change? You look at some of the answers here, of course. Christian, he said, I was done with the buffoon after 2021. Kev says 4 more years. Donald, you know my answer. I've been wanting Mr. Bubble School of Fundamentals out since 21. You got Shannon. Oh, that's a different question. The Yankees won 27 World Series championships at 83 years. That's one every 3.12 years. I would allow double that, so 6 years. And then you have to start thinking about deals. In my dreams, hoping to win one this season, but if not, something's got to give. I've already begun walking away is another answer. The owner has the final say. We, the fans, have the option of not supporting the team, which, again, is always just a stupid thing because it's a tourist attraction. People forget that. Yankee Stadium's a tourist attraction. You don't got a lot of, diehard Yankee fans going every single day. Throw them all in the bathroom, is what Christopher says. Many years overdue. 15 years, long enough. Great question. It's been long overdue. See, this is the thing, is that people want to see these things as, oh, you're being negative. No, nobody's being negative. We want the club to win, and if it's not working, we just want change. That's it. What is wrong with asking for that? People get offended. Oh, you're a Yankee fan. Because I want change? Because this hasn't worked? Well, it has worked. No, it hasn't. Again, folks, I ask you a simple question. If the New York Yankees, let's just give Boone for an example. If Boone finishes this final 2 years after this and he goes, what is that then? Almost 10 years as Yankee manager, and he doesn't win a World Series. I'm asking you guys this question. Let's just say, God forbid, they don't win the next couple of years on the Aaron Boone's contract, and the Yankees finally walk away and they say, that's it, we're done. And Cashman goes to, they change everything up. Was that a success? In all seriousness, was that a success? Can somebody please tell me here? Would you consider his tenure a success? No matter what his win-loss record is in the regular season. So why is that so difficult for people to say, no, you're right, it was a failure? I am shocked that people don't understand that. That's my problem, is that people don't understand that. Is that just saying it was a failure? It is. I feel like if you go to Aaron Boone and go, hey, how would you say your Yankee tenure? He goes, look, we had a lot of winning seasons, but we never won a World Series. Okay, there you go. I mean, he could walk away and go, look, I really did give my all. I busted my ass. I really believe I went all out, but I never won a World Series. Well, then it was a failure. That's not bad to admit. That's not, your win-loss record is your win-loss record. God bless you. But the ultimate goal was not won. For anybody arguing that, I'm confused. And then you sit back and you call people like me, oh, Yankee fan. If I'm not a fan, I don't know what the fuck any of you are. I'm going to be 100% honest. If I am not a fan, after what I do every single day, I don't know what a fan is. And it's shocking to me that the word fan has become a negative with the Yankees. Like people like Michael K. You sound like a fan. Well, hell, Michael, I'll be happy to sound like a fan the rest of my life when it comes to this club. The idea that they want to change the motto of the Yankees, a World Series or bust, because we haven't won. I didn't hear anybody saying that during the dynasty years. Kay was around. I never heard that. Well, it's too much. Hell, I didn't hear it in the 2000s when the Yankees went to World Series, but they only won 2000 and 2009. And in between that gap, I never heard that. I never heard it. Mike says, I bleed NYY blue, but this is why I've lost interest. No accountability, no urgency. And we all know they will never go all in an offseason. It's just weird to me, man. Anytime somebody poses this question, my new answer is, but how long? How long do you want to go? How long do you want to go? That's it. That's it. Well, Jake, you're wrong. You're wrong, Jake. I can tell you're wrong. You're taking one person's comment, Stanton. You listen to the majority of these Yankees talk, and it comes across as Aaron Boone. They're all just, there's a tomorrow. There's a tomorrow. There's a tomorrow. You could pick out a couple of the answers that are like, wow, that person really cares. Stanton, what he said. Even Volpe. Even Volpe, when they lost the World Series, he was more upset than the manager was. Volpe sat there saying, we blew it. And this is going to live with me forever. I remember this. I remember it. Aaron Boone said, I'm proud of my team's togetherness once they lost. So again, for anybody defending, I just simply say, but for how long? That's all. That's all. I want the Yankees to win this season with Boone. I want them to win with Brian Cashman. But if they don't, how long do you keep going with this? 10 years? 15 years? 20 years? Seriously. That's my question. How long do you just keep going? And here's the other thing people tend to forget. Does that mean that I'm saying the players aren't a problem? Not at all. Not at all. But guess what? You could change players, and you do change players after every year. But at what point do you change the voice of the club? That's the question. Yeah, but Pete, the players are playing. I understand that. I get that. We all understand that. But when do you make a change to leadership? It's like, again, it's not different than a job. It's not different than a job. You got a manager who is managing a team of a store that is always number one. You bring in a new guy and you go to number 2. Following year, you're at number 3. Following year, you're at number 5. If I come in and go, hey, what is going on here? Who are you holding accountable? Let me see. These guys' numbers are dropping. Where's your documentation? I don't have any. Well, then you're the problem. And we got to make a change here. It's no different. And if you think it's different, I'm sorry to tell you, managing is managing. It's all the same. It's the same game. Being a manager, the accountability factor is all there. It's the same game.
Yeah, what is the dealio? It is the one and only friendly neighborhood DJ Steelio.
There he is.
What is going on, fellas? Or fellas. I mean, Pete. What's up,
Yo,
Pete?
what's up,
My
brother?
bad, bro. I'm like driving right now. I just picked up a bad accident. A guy went into the woods, like 70 feet into the woods, and guy got airlifted to the hospital. It was a brutal
my
accident,
God.
man. But yeah, no, man. I'm calling in because I hear the Yankees are now on a win streak. Holy shit!
2, brother.
The June swoon is it gone? Holy fuck! I can't believe it. But you know, man. So if I'm mistaken, Cam Schlittler or Scheitler or whatever his name is. It's his first start of the year. Let's see how it goes, man. I haven't heard anything, good or bad about him. I don't even know him at all, to be honest. But
I'm gonna tell you,
I think it goes well for him, and let's just see how the progress goes, man. And also, one more thing, man. I did not expect the Volpe roast to go the way he went last night, man. That shit was funny as hell. Anyways, let me keep that going. Volpe's the type.
Here we go.
Volpe's the type to cut butter the long way. Hey, man, gotta go. Peace.
What? Lord have mercy. Yes, indeed. That is the friendly neighborhood. DJ Steelio, folks. You guys know him, damn it. Cam Schlittler. Let's talk about him. Steels with a phenomenal. Look at that segue right there by DJ Steels. He didn't even know. He did that perfectly. I didn't know either. I didn't know he was talking about Cam Schlittler. Schlittler, 24 years old, has had a phenomenal season. Let me pull something else up here that our great prospect folks, Los and John Brophy brought up to me. Let me see, where is it at here? So Los said over his last 4 starts, a 0.38 ERA, 23 and 1/3 innings, 12 hits, 4 walks, 27 Ks. Just absolutely fire. Here's a guy who throws in the high 90s. You take a look at this on the screen here. This is from John Brophy. This is his most recent outing. You see the four-seamer sat at a max velocity of 99.3. Schlittler can throw, and he throws everything pretty hard. He then has a slider, 94 miles an hour. He has a sweeper, which is just a variant of a slider, of course, at about 90 miles an hour. And then he also mixes in a curveball there. But wow. This guy right here, he got the stuff. There's no denying it. Cam Schlittler has the stuff on the season. 6-6, 282 ERA, 76 innings, 99 punch-outs. 99 punch-outs. He goes out there, man. He has all the stuff you need to succeed. He is opposing on the mound, 6'6", 225. Saw him in spring training a lot. The Yankees really pitched him often. They wanted to see what he had. They probably knew he was going to be effective this year at some point, and now he is. So making his major league debut tonight. We'll see how it goes, but I'm excited for it. I'm excited to see it. And yeah, man, we'll see. Got a great fastball. We'll see what happens. I wish there was a changeup in there to kind of mix those, differentiate that speed a little bit, but it's going to be interesting to see how he goes against the Mariners offense today.
Thank you for being a friend.
Mike says, Pete, I'll pay you to call K and rip him a new ass. Let me tell you something, brother. I don't got to go chasing these guys. Don't worry. NYU is growing extremely quick. There's a reason these guys been on damage control recently because the voices are getting very loud. They know that. There's a lot of things that I also know that I don't talk about. So they know what's up. They know what's up. They know what's coming here at the U. It is what it is. Just keep growing our base. Keep building. Keep getting the fans behind us. Keep letting them understand that there is an outlet that they can go to that feels their pain, feels their happiness, and everything else in between. And that is all there is to it. There is nothing I need to say to Michael K. As I also like to say, out with the old, in with the new. That is currently what is happening. And I also like to say this, out with the old, in with the U, because that is exactly what is currently taking place when it comes to New York Yankees conversations. That's all there is to it. We are helping control that narrative and push the message across back at the New York Yankees and the beat writers who have seriously let the fans down, and that is all there is to it. There is no denying that. It's truly that simple. They have truly let the fan base down in a major way. And look, it is what it is. The thing about us is, the thing about here at NYU that people got to understand and continue to learn is we want the New York Yankees to win. We want the Yankees to win a World Series with Brian Cash and with Aaron Boone. I want to see Boone hold that thing up, that World Series trophy up and say, hey, We've done it. We did it. That's all there is to it. Everybody's excited about that. Everybody wants to see that. But that doesn't mean we're going to sit back and just wait. Or we're going to sit back and not criticize. This idea that criticizing means you're not a fan is bananas. I don't know when this was created. I don't know where this came from. But it's the most confusing thing I've ever seen. And just like many things in life, it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Criticism is not hatred. Criticism is not anger. Wherever those lines have been blurred, I don't know when this happened or where this happened or why it is the way it is, but there's a lot of people that believe you sit there and go, damn, Anthony Volpe's been terrible, man. It's been 3 bad years. I'm kind of getting fed up. Well, you hate him. No. And this is kind of where it's gone with Yankee media. And I guess the world in general. It's sad. It's pathetic. It is what it is. Yeah, there's that, as Jake just said, there's these words, a doomer and you're negative and blah, blah, blah. It's like, man, oh man. I mean, I don't know. Is it and the funny thing is some people go to me and go, Pete, that's a Gen Z thing. And I go, no, it's not. Because I get a lot of old people much older than me, and they do the same thing. So I'm sorry. I'm not a believer of, well, this is this young generation. No, it's not. I'm not going to blame the young generation for this because the other day I did a call, and this guy's an old man. He's an older man. I did a call with Anthony Volpe. When I do it all the time, when somebody strikes out on 3 pitches, what do I say? Good morning, good afternoon, buenos noches. So what I always do, and I go, oh man, Volpe's been terrible. Oh my God, look at the way this Yankee fan is talking about Volpe. Oh my God. And these guys are fans? Imagine questioning my fandom to the Yankees. How stupid do you honestly have to be to question my fandom to this club when, again, this is not a brag. This is not a brag. This is the fucking truth. Who's putting out more Yankee content than me? I'll sit here and wait because the answer is no fucking body. So when you come at me and say, I'm not a fan, you got big fucking balls on you. I'll tell you that much. Because I don't know what a fan is if I'm not a fan of this club. I don't know what a fan is. Because again, it's not a brag. It's not a flex. There is nobody that puts out the level of content that NYYU puts out. And that's all there is to it. So you might want to think before you make dumbass comments. And then when people come back at you and say you're a dumbass, you get offended by it. Don't get offended by it. Don't get offended by it because it's the truth. The truth hurts, baby. The truth hurts. Ladies and gentlemen, Cam Schlittler making his major league debut tonight. We're going to bring it to you live on Game Season Live. With that said, peace out, everybody. Much love to all of you. Catch you later tonight.